Greetings once again, heroes and villains. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with My Hero Academia. Previously, Ingenium went all out to make sure Shoto could make it to the most harrowing family reunion out there, or at least one of the most, by using the combined power of his phosphor and his mighty Great Glacial Aegir. Or Aegir? Shoto was able to stop Dabi's self-destruct, saving not only Dabi and his family, but as well as everyone in the surrounding vicinity. With Dabi still alive, but, I mean, you look at him, it's like, is it really living? And we end things with Endeavor and his heartfelt apology to Dabi, his family, everyone. And it doesn't really make up for anything, but it's really easy to see just how terrible he feels about how everything went down. It's not going to be easy to move forward from this, but at least they can now finally truly move forward. And then we had Himiko Toga, noticing that Dabi's blast seems to have fizzled, with Toga lamenting on whether or not Dabi was able to enjoy himself right up into the end. But we also have Uraraka, ready to face Toga once again. Is that the next matchup, or will we move on to something else? Join me as I find out. Won't you? Yeah, it kind of looks like it's going to be Toga, as we pick up on My Hero Academia number 391. Almost at 400, getting close. With the army of Twice clones endlessly multiplying and duplicating, shouting, "All heroes must die!" Pixie Bob comes in screaming, "There's no end to them, stay back!" as she uses her Earth Flow quirk to send a massive wave of Earth. Now that's earthbending, crashing into the, wave of Twice. However, some of the Twice clones make more Twice clones and make more Twice clones, and they manage to circle around Pixie Bob. And as Tiger, who's also in the swarm of Twice, screams out for Pixie Bob saying, "Ryuko!" He thinks, "Oh hell, if we lose Earth Flow, the dam's gonna be breached." Yeah, she was the only thing keeping the Twice wave at bay. And as Pixie Bob yells out for Tiger saying, "Yuara!" They're both overrun, and so is the land, by the sad man's death parade. Jeez. It's like, I know people are mad at Hawks for killing Twice, but this is what Hawks was trying to avoid by killing him. Just the wave. This is insanity, man. We see Cammy and Seiji overrun, and another hero, and then we have narration. Toga was making doubles of the version of herself that had transformed into Twice. Toga's own transformation quirk had a time limit based on the amount of blood ingested, but the heroes and authorities had no basis for guessing how much of Twice's blood she'd been saving. Not that knowing would help them, because once that dam burst, the resulting horde would overwhelm the surrounding area in no time. Jeez. And you see the surrounding area, the area where Shoto is passed out with his family around him, the area where Ida is unable to get his engine to go again, the area where a still standing Hawks is, just with his sword trembling his hand, still ready to fight. And there, in the center of the storm of Twice, is Uravity, with the Twice clones trying to grab and, claw at her as she floats in the air, screaming, "Drop dead, hero." Meanwhile, the one clone that's actually Toga herself, she thinks to herself, looking over where Dabi was, "Toya, how did it play out for you? Did you meet your end? Have I lost someone again?" But with Uravity's perception, like her high perception check, she's able to grab on to the one Toga in the storm of Twice with her binding rope. Grab onto Toga's wrist, saying, "Wait," as she uses zero-gravity spacewalk to swing herself up into the air towards Toga. And as Toga tries to cut the rope, Uraraka says, "I know we haven't shared much since last summer, but I've seriously had a big change of heart." Toga says, "I already told you, it's too late for that." Uraraka says, "Well, I'm sorry for the delay, but I managed to find you." Toga tells her, "Just shut up." Uraraka says, You're crying back there, because you can't do everything Twice could. You can't totally become him. Uraraka thinks of Sue's words, where she said, can we assume that Himiko's love doesn't extend to Shigaraki and those others? And that's why she can't use their quirk? Uraraka thinks that's what Sue guessed, but seeing Toga's tears told me all I needed. And she remembers Toga's words, all heroes must die. So she tells Toga, you've got bloodlust mixed in there, so you're not working off of pure love, right? That makes a degree of sense. The reasoning as to why Toga can't use their power is because she's just too angry. Any love she might feel is too overwhelmed with hatred and anger. There's no appreciation for who they are. And hearing that, Toga, honestly, it kind of breaks a bit of the Twice persona she's putting on as she tells her, you shut up the hell up, Ochako Uraraka. You don't know the first thing about me. And then something starts to form next. Something that shocks Uraraka. That's the end of the chapter. See, it's hard to tell where this is heading, though. Also, 9 pages. Man, Horikoshi, are you okay, man? I hope he's doing alright. I'm glad to get anything, but you need to take a break. Take a break. Like, seriously. Like, we're at the end of things. I don't want him overly exhausted and not being able to really bring what he wants to bring to the table for all of this. But again, it'll look great animated, if nothing else. But it's hard to tell what Uraraka is trying to do here. Is she misunderstanding what she should be saying to Toga? Is she trying to incite Toga to get Toga to mess up? Because ultimately, if Toga can't concentrate on what she's doing and falls out of what she's doing, I mean, who knows? I mean, Ochako's the only one shown to be able to find the needle in the haystack, so she has to be the one to make this count. Everyone else is just too overrun. And we are seeing that Toga's duplication is starting to break a little bit. Is this simply because she's running out of time? Or is this the result of what Ochako said? And bloodlust. I mean, it feels like a bit of understanding because she understands that right now Toga is running off of too much hatred to feel love. Like, it's outweighing the love she might feel. But it's also kind of hitting on a nerve because in Toga's mind she might think, what if Uraraka is right? What if the hatred is causing me not to be able to duplicate them? Because we've seen Toga's powers grow, but we also don't know all of the repercussions, the things that could negate her abilities. I mean, again, this is a power she's only just discovered not too long ago. And the thing that might be holding her back is just the fact that she wasn't able to refine it. I am really curious where this is all going. Because so far, none of the villains have died. So I can't imagine that Toga has to be brought to, like, an end, and it certainly wouldn't be by Ochako's hand. But I do wonder, what is it going to take to subdue her? Well, let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments section below. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.